In your headlines, the Turks and Caicos Islands Tourist Board hosted 5 top producing North American travel advisors, and the Caribbean Tourism Organization's Youth Congress has returned. From the PTV Broadcasting Headquarters in Providenciales, your number one source for news, I'm Erica Pinales, delivering the latest from across the country this Friday, July 1st, 2022, right to your door. Newswatch starts now. In today's top story, the Turks and Caicos Islands Tourist Board, in collaboration with American Airlines, hosted 5 top producing North American travel advisors and 2 senior representatives from American Airlines to the destination this week. Details in this report. Participants were treated to a welcome dinner hosted by Minister of Tourism Honorable Josephine Connolly at Parallel 23 The Palms Resort on Providenciales. The Honorable Minister thanked the travel professionals for taking time from their busy schedules to take part in the familiarization trip, saying, quote, "This close-up interview of Turks and Caicos as a destination allows for an authentic connection between salesperson and product," said Honorable Connolly. The ability to speak to clients about a personal and first-hand travel experience can make a world of difference when it comes to choosing a vacation destination. Our team and all stakeholders have worked hard to ensure that Turks and Caicos leave a lasting mark on your minds, end quote. The Tourist Board curated a robust schedule of activities. The group was hosted by the Palms Resort, the Shore Club, and Waimara Resort and Villas. In addition to experiencing firsthand the services and products offered by the host properties, the agents carried out comprehensive site inspections at the Ritz-Carlton TCI, 7 Stars Resort and Spa, Grace Bay Club, Amanyara Resort, and the newly opened Rock House. We gather that there was also a tour of Providenciales' Blue Hills, Turtle Cove, and Grace Bay areas, shopping at Salt Mills Plaza, the Regent Village, and Bambera rum tasting at Fotac. No trip to Providenciales is complete without visiting the Conch Shack, sampling the cuisine, and partaking in the Conch demo. According to Courtney Robinson, marketing representative who escorted the group, quote, "The advisors were chosen because they represent 5 of the top producing agencies from the U.S. and Canada in terms of sales for American Airlines to the Turks and Caicos. The familiarization trip has offered the travel professionals a chance to experience the destination on a textual, cultural, and personal level." Robinson went on to say that the agents were very excited about the variety of attractions, islands and keys, activities, and different hotel products offered in Turks and Caicos, meeting the needs of their different types of clients. He continued, "The combination of product information and local experiences made this familiarization trip very special and remarkable. The advisors will leave the Turks and Caicos with renewed passion to send as many clients as possible to Turks and Caicos," added Robinson, end quote. The Caribbean Tourism Organization's Youth Congress has returned in person for 2022. We take a look. The annual event, structured to mirror a CTO Board of Directors meeting, aim is to stimulate greater awareness of and excitement about tourism among young people in the Caribbean communities by allowing them to research various facets of the tourism sector and share their ideas and vision with respect to future directions for Caribbean tourism. The last in-person event took place in St. John's, Antigua in 2019, where Turks and Caicos Junior Minister of Tourism, Danae Denny, from the Elena J. Robinson High School in Grand Turk, took home the topic and now holds the title of Junior Minister of Tourism for the Caribbean region. This year, the event is being held on Tuesday, July 5th in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Hosted at Fortis TCI in Providenciales, will see this year's competition select a new winner and prepare them for the regional competition that takes place in September in the Cayman Islands. Students from across the Turks and Caicos Islands will compete in this competition, and it is only eligible to 4th form students. Ms. Blythe Clare, training manager for the TCI Tourist Board, who spearheads this event, said she was elated that TCI won the regional competition after years of participation in the regional event, stating, quote, "Danae has indeed made us all proud in the TCI." The participating schools as follow: Helena J. Robinson High School, Marjorie Baston High, Clement Howell High, Raymond Gardner High, Maranatha Academy, and Wesley Methodist High. Students who participate in this event benefit from exposure to the 3 E's in tourism: exciting, educational, and entertaining experiences, gain an awareness of tourism within his or her country and throughout the region, experience the tourism product of another country, meet new friends, and gain a better understanding of the tourism sector, which is critical to the overall social and economic well-being of the Caribbean region. At the 2022 Tourism Youth Congress, students are required to prepare and come ready to present their ideas on this topic. Each student will be given 3 minutes to express his or her ideas on the chosen topic. The students are also required to answer a mystery question. It is important to note that the Youth Congress is not a debating competition. The judging criteria is as follows: knowledge of subject area, level of preparedness, presentation of information, relevant content, and poise and confidence. The Ministry of Tourism and the Tourist Board would like to wish all the participants the best of luck in this competition. It's time for a quick break. More News Watch when we return.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to Newswatch. In this story, we dig deep into the National Insurance Board's new unemployment insurance benefit program to understand how it really works. Here's more. In November 2020, in response to the unfavorable prevailing economic impact of COVID-19 on the working population of the Turks and Caicos Islands, the National Insurance Board introduced a temporary unemployment benefit assistance program, other known as TUBAP. This benefit allowed eligible persons who had become involuntary unemployed due to the fallout of COVID-19 to receive 50% of their average weekly insurable earnings up to a maximum of 8 weeks paid as a lump sum. The purpose of providing this benefit was to alleviate the financial burdens of many unemployed and underemployed persons, as possible as hundreds of employers and self-employed persons at that time had temporarily or indefinitely closed their doors, laid off staff, introduced shift work systems, reduced hours or days of work, introduced work from home operations. During the period of November 2020 to November 2021, the National Insurance Board paid out over $3.9 million in temporary unemployment benefit assistance to some 2,621 persons throughout the Turks and Caicos Islands without any increase in the contribution rate. Although a temporary benefit based on the response from the NIB's beneficiaries, reportedly, they agree that this benefit was indeed very timely and greatly appreciated, providing a life-saving source of funds for many who were unable to make ends meet at the time to pay electricity, rent, mortgage, personal loans, or put food on their tables. As a responsible and caring social security institution, the NIB say they must continue to make decisions in the best interest of their contributors and beneficiaries, promising to be proactive rather than reactive, prepared and positioned to protect their working population from the future temporary losses of employment through no fault of their own. Accordingly, on April 1st, 2022, the National Insurance Board reinforced that same unemployment safety net by introducing the permanent phase of the TUBAP, the Unemployment Insurance Benefit Program. This new benefit allows unemployed workers who have become involuntary unemployed an even greater level of coverage and increases the number of their income replacement benefits. This additional benefit will attract a modest increase of an additional 1%, which is already included in the total 2% increase of the April 1st, 2022 contribution rate. Find out what the 10 most frequently asked questions and answers are regarding this benefit in our succeeding newscast. TCI Health Promotions and Advocacy held a press conference on June 28th where they elucidated on access to healthcare in the TCI. Take a look. Giving us an overview on how to access healthcare in the TCI was the Minister of Health and Human Services, the Honorable Jamel Robinson.
From this point onward, you're going to see more promotional material going out. You're going to see, I believe we'll probably do a forum where we get users of the system to ask questions of the professionals so they can have a better understanding, because what we need and what we want for everybody to know prior to them being in an emergency situation, how do they access healthcare in our country?
The minister then provided a rundown of where the ministry is going with healthcare through the various phases, what is available, and what they're doing to improve what we already have.
So in the first instance, in terms of the emergency medical services, I would have said it before in my budget address, but we are going to source a new medical officer, i.e. a doctor, as well as an EMT supervisor and about 6 EMTs in this budget year.
Many improvements are also to be made to primary health care, especially for our nurses.
We're looking to improve and strengthen our nursing programs. We're going to have significant focus on fitness and wellness in terms of, you would have seen us do the Let's Move program, and you've seen other events continuing in the Let's Move entities. We're also, this is Men's Health Month, so that's promoting men's health in terms of getting your checks for your prostate cancer, being aware of any non-communicable diseases that might impact you and your history and your family's history. We're also in the process, in this particular budget, we're going to be scoping the improvements for a wellness center in North and Middle, as well as we're going to do a scoping exercise for 2 clinics, one in Grand Turk, one in Providenciales. So we want to give persons more options for primary health care access.
In terms of secondary health care, the public wanted to know, what are they doing? And so the minister answered.
The hospitals, what are they doing, from what I know? So they've approved, and I'm sure persons, if they're paying attention to the media that the hospital, TCI hospitals are putting out, the announcement would have been made about the MRI and the CT scan machines that are going to be procured and installed and implemented, hopefully within, sometime. I wouldn't give a timeline. I'll allow Dr. Brathwaite or Dr. Perry Ewing to say the timelines, but that's a big thing. That's an improvement. Those are some of the things we have to send persons off to get checked, right? Because the quality of the imaging isn't where we would like it to be in some instances. So we're getting, I think we're going from a 4-slice to a 64-slice with the new machine? 4-slice CT? Oh, 128, even double the 64 that I thought we were getting. So that's a significant improvement.
As we learned from the minister, the hospitals both in Providenciales and Grand Turk have extra space because with their inception, there was expansion room built in each facility.
We have at least 20 rooms, so to speak, and extra space, essentially a whole entire floor where the hospital here and Grand Turk can be expended for the services we need. So we have to look at what we're going to use that for as a part of our scoping exercise. So again, those are some of the things that will help improve our secondary care on island, and maybe some of the tertiary care needs that we have now will be transferred to the local environment, so we don't have to send persons off. So those are things that we're doing to make sure we progress healthcare in the country.
Stay tuned to hear how tertiary healthcare in the TCI works in your subsequent newscast. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. Coming up next is your weather forecast.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Here at People's Television, we're more than just your leading news and entertainment services. We are
spreading the gospel.
We are breaking barriers.
We are preserving the culture. Each one, teach one.
We are committed to excellence.
We're creating change.
We are creating memories.
We are the future. I am PTV.
I am PTV. I am PTV.
I am PTV.
We are PTV.
We are continuing the legacy. We are PTV.
Here is your 3-day weather forecast. For the nation's capital, Grand Turk, on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80, winds east at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, isolated showers, high 84, low 80, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Monday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. For South Caicos, on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80, winds east at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. And on Monday, isolated showers, high 85, low 80, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. For North and Middle Caicos, partly cloudy skies on Saturday, high 86, low 80, winds east at 15 to 25 miles per hour. On Sunday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80, winds east at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Monday, isolated showers, high 85, low 80, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. For Parrot and Pine Key, on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 86, low 80, winds east at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80, winds east at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Monday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. And on Providenciales on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 86, low 80, winds east at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80, winds east at 20 to 30 miles per hour. And on Monday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Now for your sunrise and sunset: sunrise 6:11 a.m., sunset 7:37 p.m. And for your high tides and low tides: high tides 10:40 a.m., 10:51 p.m., and low tides 4:40 a.m., 4:33 p.m. And for your hurricane outlook for the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico, a tropical wave located about 100 miles east of the Windward Islands continues to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms. The associated shower activity and gusty winds are expected to spread across the Windward Islands later today. Any development of this system should be slow to occur during the next day or so before the wave moves into unfavorable conditions over the eastern Caribbean Sea. And that's it for your weather forecast and hurricane outlook. And that brings us to the end of this edition of The Real News. I hate to leave you so soon, but of course, you can join us right back here every weekday at 6:30 p.m. and tap into our social media platforms at www.ptv8tci.com. I'm Erica Penales, keeping you informed, updated, and affiliated. Until next time.